Many might have heard in the news or social media recently about the tragic loss of life for the rodeo horses last week. So we wanted to make sure that Oklahomans are assured this was an isolated incident, but I think it has some good discussion points that will help horse owners. So the horses died essentially from an overdose of monensin, which is an ionophore, a selective antibiotic that's used for feed efficiency in cattle and also for coccidiosis in other species. Unfortunately, horses are more sensitive to toxic levels of this compound than other species. Typically, when monensin poisoning actually occurs, it's from accidental contamination, from either somebody making a tragic mistake and adding it to the feed, or from feed not being flushed out through the mill before horse feed is formulated. So if you're looking to make sure it never happens, there are certainly some mills and feed companies that make horse feed in facilities that have no ionophores in them. Other companies will make sure they run through clean feed before horse feed is mixed, and even test that horse feed for the presence of monensin. So whatever feed you select always is a level of risk tolerance for the horse owner on deciding which product to actually use. Now, if you do get a new lot of feed, bag feed, or bulk purchases, and it smells different, looks different, or if your horses initially refuse it, do not continue feeding that. Instead, immediately contact the manufacturer and let them know of the suspected problem. Finally, if you suspect that horses have monensin poisoning, they may appear like they're off feed, colicky, sweating, other symptoms. Contact your veterinarian immediately. Unfortunately, not much can be done. The best advice is to be proactive about preventing toxicity in the first place. On a final note, some have asked, can horses ever be fed feed that's designed for cattle? And that's a maybe. Certainly, we do not want to feed medicated feed to horses ever, but many feeds that are designed for cattle can be safely fed, and many horse owners in Oklahoma feed cattle and horses together. Be sure that you do not have any medicated feed, but then also check your feed tag. There are some feed ingredients that are suitable for cattle that will do little for the horse. They may not be harmful, but they're certainly not helpful.